This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
Well, a very pleasant good evening. Time for Startup Talk from Indian River State College with Mr. Tom Kindred.
Thank you, sir, and welcome to another segment and installment of Startup Talk, the show designed to assist and help Treasure and Research Coast residents who want to start, grow, or accelerate their business. As I always say, what a great place it is to own and operate a business along the beautiful Research and Treasure Coast. We will spend time during our hour together this evening to highlight and create awareness regarding the very powerful and robust business assistance and support programs that exist right here in our community at our very own Indian River State College. I am Tom Kindred, and I serve as the Regional Director for the Florida Small Business Development Center here at IRSC. Underwriters for this segment of Startup Talk are the Florida SBDC at IRSC and our good friends at Express Printing of Port St. Lucie. So how are you this evening, Greg?
Doing well.
That's good.
Volleyball schedule is going to be released tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got a preview for us?
Yeah, they start
pre-release?
August 10 at Palm Beach, and then they go to Nova Southeastern a week later.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And first home game will be the Blue Gold match on August 20.
Well, you know who coaches the Blue Gold game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Massey gets his coaching outfit out, and he I don't know. I think he
Does
rotates.
that guy win all the time?
I don't know. That's a good question. My gut feeling is that
Do they let him win all the time?
I don't know if they let him win, but
If you value your job,
that's right.
let him win.
Well, maybe he gets the better draft picks. I don't know for his side. So anyway, that's always a fun game to go to.
Yep.
And I'm just happy that basketball and volleyball are on their way back. It's a lot of fun. I tell folks all the time, you need to take a night out and come to either a basketball game or a volleyball game on the campus, the beautiful main campus of Indian River State College. It is a lot of fun. Most all the games there's no charge. Bring your family and get a chance to see some collegiate athletics.
The ladies have, I think it's only one game where they charge, and that's the cancer fundraiser.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, anyway, again, we're coming off, as I said last week, a couple of big weeks in our world of business programs. Had our conference back early in May. Had Jerry Parrish was down. Our author Jim Blasingame was down, so we're still kind of mopping up what went on, and then we just wrapped up. I've spent I feel like I've been on the road with a band or something, but we have spent the last couple of evenings. I went to the closing of a BAP program a Tuesday night at the City of Port St. Lucie. We wrapped up their first BAP program, the Business Accelerator Program.
Nice.
Huge class. They wrapped all that up. And so they had a little ceremony at the City Commission meeting, the Port St. Lucie City Commission meeting, Tuesday night. So you got to check that out. I think Mayor Orvac did a great job recognizing the students in the class. He let each one of them come up to the podium, and give their 30-second pitch, who they are, what they did, and their business, and he made sure that each one of them gave out their web address. So it was kind of cool. So we were there Tuesday night to celebrate that BAP program. I was in Indiantown last night to wrap up that BAP program that was put on by the Martin County BDB. Marie and her team do a great job. That was kind of where we originated that program.
I didn't know that. I thought it was originated down in the Martin County campus.
It was. That's what I'm saying.
The main campus.
Well, no. Actually, Tim Dewar and the Martin County BDB and Jill back in the days, they were the ones we launched it with down in Martin County. So we started the BAP program in Martin County, and then, of course, we brought it on the road to the City of Port St. Lucie.
Wow.
So,
cool.
but we wrapped up the village of Indiantown. Of course,
That's cool.
The
That's
new
great.
the new village, the new
Yep.
city, conducted their first BAP series. Had some great business owners down there last night. Young lady last night owns a Mexican restaurant. Her mother started the restaurant in Indiantown. She brought us all quesadillas last night.
Oh, okay.
So she got a couple extra points. so we had a good time last night hearing the presentations. So anyway, it's been a big couple of weeks for all the things we do in business, and so anyway,
We'll have to do the show in Indiantown. That's the only place we haven't been.
I think you're right.
We've been on all the campuses.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We go on the road to Indiantown.
Yeah.
I'm planning that.
That's it.
And tonight we have with us, which I'm just so excited to have with us tonight. We've got the owners and the operators, Mario Cassetti and his wife and his son, Claudia and Giovanni. They were recognized at the conference a couple of weeks ago at our conference. They were recognized as the Small Business Exporter of the Year, their company, Inside Out Maintenance. So they're going to come on tonight, talk a little bit about their company. So I'm excited to have them on. I am also, as always, I am pleased and excited to have my very good friend, the hardest working lady in the city of Fort Pierce, Miss Melanie George. Welcome to the show, Melanie.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I barely can get her here. She works so hard. I have to
keep up with you, Tom.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
On the road with you.
I have been on the road, yes.
Yes.
Melanie is, of course, responsible for a very innovative program. Melanie's been on with us before. We've talked about it. It's the Lincoln Park Career Pathways Initiative. Melanie, with some financial support from Yupinda Shabazz and her group, the Franciscan Ministry Group, have created this pathway programs in Lincoln Park, and Melanie's done a great job in promoting, facilitating, and deploying this grant and this program. And there's a whole bunch of young people, residents of Lincoln Park, who now have some certifications in certified nursing assistant, certified logistics associate, and some manufacturing young people. And Melanie's done an excellent job working with these students and getting these students through these classes. And so kind of what she's doing now is we're culminating with a big career fair. But before we get to that, just real quickly.
Oh, so we could find a job?
You and I are going to be there next Friday looking for a job. Yeah. Well, we may not be qualified for anything, so I don't know. So before we get to that, though, Melanie, just kind of quickly give us a little bit of your background. You're actually you're a local from Fort Pierce.
I am a local, but I have to say, boy, after that introduction, I just don't know. But thank you. I have to follow behind Tom and all of his partners at the college, and it's been a wonderful experience to come on board and actually come back home and come back to the school that is an alma mater, and to work for Indian River State College. I'm having a fabulous time, and it's just a great experience, and I'm so glad that we are the #1 college in the nation.
Right.
I brag on that all the time now.
All the time now.
And so it is a pleasure putting an effort in, of course, working with you, Tom, and your department as we roll these programs out. So thank you very much.
Quickly tell us purpose and mission of the Lincoln Park Career Pathways Initiative.
Well, the purpose and mission of the Lincoln Park Career Pathways is to give the residents of the Lincoln Park community an opportunity to earn certification in 3 areas, which will allow them to be able to go out and be employed with and earn a livable wage. And that's the key, really, livable wage. These certifications, many of the companies in the area, as you know, have worked with and the MSSC, which is the certifications for the manufacturing and distribution are nationwide. And they're saying, this is what we're looking for, and we need employees that have this certification or this background, foundational knowledge, so that when they come on board in our companies, we're not starting from zero. And in reaching out to the college, what better place than for us to be able to have those classes and instruct those different programs. And so the participants are able to come through and go through 8 weeks of training and site visits and soft skill and employability skills training, and just all around by wonderful instructors that we have on board with us, some from the actual business community and some that have been with us in the college for over 25 years.
Right.
And they go through that 8-week training program, and they come out, and then we look at our partners, Economic Development Council, Career Source, Treasure Coast Manufacturing Trade Association, and they are able to connect us with employers that are looking for that certification and are looking to hire participants from the Lincoln Park Career Pathways Program Initiative. Right. And they are able to go out and now earn wages that are $12, $13, $14 an hour and up. And many of them start out with benefits day one, some in the manufacturing. Right. So this is a really good program to help move some residents along who maybe have kind of gotten off or don't know where to go to begin to get back on this ladder.
Yep. So now you've got a big event coming up next Friday, a week from tomorrow.
Yes.
I believe that is June the 7th. It's the Lincoln Park Career Pathways Health and Job Fair. Tell us about the event.
Well, this event, I'm so excited about this event. It's the first one, and as you said, we just rolled the program out officially 7 months ago. And we're excited now to introduce the community to us and to the college in the Lincoln Park community, the Blackburn Center, as well as recruit new participants, and so that they know about the Lincoln Park Career Pathways program, and have employers right there on site that will be there to offer information about what employment opportunities are available to them in the St. Lucie County area, as well as hopefully some on-site interviewing opportunities. So if you come, please, be mindful. You can come dressed for success. But through our Certified Nursing Assistant program, we have many healthcare agencies that are on board with us, and they're offering many, many various healthcare services. We'll be doing diabetes check. We'll be doing high blood pressure checks. We'll have a dental bus. We also have a dental department at the college, and so we'll have that dental department on site as well, doing some dental hygiene and giving information on that, as well as we'll have the dental bus coming to set up appointments for extractions and fillings if one needs those at
I didn't
at
know
another
you
event.
had a dental department at the college.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
Yes.
you know what? Let me put that down as a guest next week.
Yes.
This sounds like we're doing our show there.
Yes.
Yeah. Now we were
Dental
there.
department.
We were
Yes.
there last year, right? At Blackburn, doing the show.
Yes, we did a show from Blackburn.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
well, you
Yeah.
got to come back. I
We're
invite you to
coming
come
back.
on
Yeah,
Friday.
we're coming back.
On Friday, we're going to have the not only the Florida Health Department with us and doing many of these on-site tests. We'll have some food trucks out there. We do want to mention that if anyone wants to have any of the blood work done, the tests that require blood work, cholesterol, diabetes, and that, we ask you that you might abstain from food for 8 hours before you come, so that you can have those cholesterol tests and all of that done with accurate results. And then you'll be able to eat right after, because we'll have several food trucks on site. We're partnering with the Boys and Girls Club next door, who is also on the site with the college. And they'll have activities for the youngsters or the children, because school will be out. School is out that week. And so parents, don't feel bad if you have their child at home. Bring them. They'll have a game room, and we'll have synchronized events that they can participate in the Percy Peak Gymnasium, while you're over with us at the adult affair, talking to employers and getting that real and having engaging conversations with the employees and getting information on jobs.
So I want to make sure we get that question in too.
Yes.
This career fair is not just for those people that have participated in your program. It's for any and all residents.
It's for any and all residents. We are ready for you. We want you to come out. We want you to visit the Indian River State College Blackburn Center. We also offer GED programs there as well as English as a second language. We have classes ongoing, so we want you to feel free to come out, look at the campus, see what we have going on there. And then while you're there, if you're looking for a career pathway, we can talk about that. If you want to talk to employers about what's available so you know what to do, so whether it's the main campus or the Blackburn, you'll get all of that information with us on Friday, June the 7th, beginning at 11 a.m. until 3 p.m., and that's the Indian River State College Blackburn Center, which is located at 3002 Avenue D, Fort Pierce, Florida.
Now, can Treasure Coast employers still become involved? You still got plenty of time to.
Oh yes, yes. We're not going to close our door because we want the community to know what is here. We have so many businesses, with everything coming in now with the port and manufacturing and distribution. Right. Businesses are coming in daily in this area, and it's and we want to get that information out to the community. So hopefully this will be a way that we can let the community know what's actually here, so that they'll be armed with knowledge.
Should attendees that come potentially looking for a job, should they bring anything or just come prepared to talk about themselves and what they're ready to do?
Well, we always say with soft skill training, bring that resume. Bring resume, bring letters of reference. When you're looking for a job, you should never go without those things in your arsenal. So, of course, bring that because there will be opportunities for on-site interviewing. If that's what you want, then I would come dressed for success. You'll find out information, too, about career closets that are in the area. The college has one, as well as some of our other organizations. So there will be a lot of information to be gathered at this event. You'll receive a registration bag when you come in. You'll register, and you'll have a bag to be able to put all of that information in. We're asking employers to bring information in regards to what opportunities they have available right now for your, so that you can go home and see if does that fit you and you can apply for those particular positions.
Okay, how does either an employer or somebody who wants to attend the event, again, give us your email address or your phone number. How does one get in touch with you to become engaged in the program?
If you are interested in wanting to be engaged in the program, you may reach out to us, and the phone number is 772-742-7100, or you may email me at mgeorge, George, at IRSC.edu. Now, be mindful that tomorrow is Friday, and the college over the summer months, we are closed on Friday.
That's a good point.
We are conserving energy and doing our part for the environment. So if you do reach out tomorrow, you may get a reply, you may not, but certainly we won't have anyone manning the phones tomorrow. You may email me. If not, we will return on Monday. Please feel free to reach out and contact us at the Blackburn Center, and we will certainly get you send the registration information and get you ready to participate in this wonderful event.
Tom really conserves energy because his office is closed 4 days a week, and he's in Friday.
That's right.
So, yeah, he's
That's right.
got
I work the other way. Closed 4, open 1. For the record, I'll probably be in my office tomorrow.
Yes.
If you need me, I'll probably be there.
No,
but
I'll
anyway.
actually be on site at a graduation,
Well,
to get the information out to parents,
Really good.
working with Head Start in the community.
Nice.
So I'll actually be at a Head Start graduation, getting this information out, and hopefully those parents will share that information. But please share it on Facebook, on Snapchat, on Twitter, whatever. If you're listening, please get the information out there. Share it with a friend. If everyone shares it with a friend, then hopefully those that maybe are not listening or don't hear it will get this great information and will come and share in this wonderful event with us.
That is Miss Melanie George, the hardest working lady along the Treasure Coast. She is the director for the Lincoln Park Career Pathways Initiative, which takes place at Indian River State College at our Blackburn Center. She works very closely with our good friend, Upinda Shabazz and Yapinda's just done some great things for our community, and we appreciate all she's done from the Franciscan Ministries program. And
She mentioned food, Tom.
she did mention
Yes,
food.
we're there.
She mentioned
Yes.
food
We're
trucks,
Yes,
multiple
yeah,
trucks.
multiple trucks.
We're there.
Right.
Multiple, and Natalie's too. Natalie's
Whoa.
So
gonna be there.
I get
We're
oh
definitely-
I get my
goodness,
juice and I
your
get my
juice
get my
and
food
that.
truck
Yes,
fixed. I
yes.
can. That's good.
Yes, yes.
It's the Lincoln Park Career Pathways Health and Job Fair, a week from tomorrow, June the 7th, all taking place at the Blackburn Center of Indian River State College. Starts at 8 a.m. and runs till 3. And you,
Yes.
one more thing?
One more
Absolutely.
thing I wanted to say. I did not want to leave out that Walmart Distribution Center
Yes.
was kind and generous enough
Oh,
to give
yeah.
us a 50-inch TV and an HP to
gonna
as
give
raffle items. They give away in a raffle. So I mean, hey,
Geez, Melanie,
I
you,
know.
you
Can it
buried
get-
the lead, as we say in journalism. So
Yeah.
let me start over with the interview.
On radio, it's a drawing, not a raffle. That's okay.
It's a drawing.
We just
Okay.
need to be legal here.
Okay, a drawing. Yes, excuse me, a drawing.
So please turn out next Friday for the
Yes,
drawing that
for
will
the
take place.
drawing, yes.
There you go.
Brought to the community
Sorry.
by the Walmart Distribution Center, our very good friend Dawn over at
Yes.
the Walmart Distribution
Cool.
Center.
Yes.
50-inch TV going to be given away next
Yes.
Friday, and an HP going to be given away next
Yes,
Friday.
yes.
So, all right, Melanie, great work.
Yes.
Keep up the great work. It's an incredible program that's important to a lot of people in our
Yes.
community. So you're doing good work. So we appreciate that, Melanie. And with that,
What time does it start again?
11 a.m.
11 to 3.
11 to 3.
Perfect.
Yep, 11 to 3 next.
3, Friday, June the 7th.
Right.
Next Friday.
Thank you, Melanie. And with that, stay tuned. Going to have a great conversation with Small Business Exporter of the Year, Inside and Out Maintenance, Mario Cassetti and his family. An incredible story of their business. So stay tuned for that. We will be right back with more Startup Talk. And we are back. This is Startup Talk from the Dan K. Richardson Entrepreneurship Development Institute right here at Indian River State College. And I love it when we can have guests like our next guest, Mario Cassetti. Mario, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here.
Yes.
It's really an honor to be here.
Yeah, well, thank you, sir. No one's ever called us an honor. But
Yeah, we've been on the air 5 years.
But we'll
Nobody's
take it,
ever
but we'll
said
take
that.
And there's always a first time for everything.
Mario's wife, Claudia. Claudia, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Yes, and one of two sons is here with us tonight, Giovanni.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate
Yep.
it.
After working several decades in the commercial maintenance industry, Mario Cassetti branched out on his own to start Inside and Out Maintenance in 2015 with his wife Claudia and his sons. Inside Out Maintenance specializes in full maintenance services of commercial enterprises from hotels to hospital. Inside Out's competitive advantage rests in its use of technology, advances in management, and environmentally friendly maintenance systems that ensure 100% quality results and satisfied customers. Mario has grown the company from a family enterprise to a company with numbers of employees both in the U.S. and internationally. Mario and his group recently teamed up with the SBDC, and he's been working with our consultant, Emily McHugh, on some export marketing and international trade issues. The business has grown dramatically in 4 years, with a large part of the growth fueled by international expansion. The export of service know-how combined with the entrepreneurial determination make Inside Out Maintenance the 2019 SBDC Exporter of the Year. And you guys picked that award up on May the 7th at our conference at Main Campus. So congratulations on the award.
Thank you. Thank you. It was really an honor for us to receive that award, and we couldn't have not done it with the help of the community and the business community and the SPDC. Emily was a great part of it, and we were kind of surprised to receive the award, but we were really, really happy. And it says that our team and our people, our employees, are doing an excellent job.
Nice. So let's start with a little bit of background. I gave a little bit of your story, but start with a little background on yourself, Mario. Experience, kind of your pathway to creating this business.
Sure. Well, I am an architect by trade, and I worked many years in big corporate America with facility maintenance departments and building departments, and there was always an issue in the service part of it. We always couldn't find companies that could actually do the service the right way. There was always, you have to hire different vendors and, pretty much teach them how to do their job. And one day I figured that if I take all the negatives and all the issues that happens with service providers and start working on a solution to them, I can pretty much find a way to provide a service to all the other companies without having to go through the headache of working with multiple companies and multiple vendors. So we did that. Just that. 5 years ago, we sat down and we put all the negatives on the list, and then we started looking for solutions. And we took a chance. We took a chance and put it into practice, and it was very successful to us. To the point that we had the opportunity to grow not only locally here in the Treasure Coast, San Lucie County, to grow in different counties in Florida, and to take that idea and the services internationally. Obviously, throughout the time, I had the help of my family. My wife has been in the financial business for about 20 years, so she came along, and now she's the boss.
Well, that's as it should be.
Exactly.
We know that feeling.
Everybody's listening to that, so I'm holding to it.
Like she says, I wear the pants, but she tells me which ones to wear.
All right, I like it.
And in the way Giovanni, my son, got a degree of business administration from IRSC, and I said, well,
Nice.
do you want to get some experience working with us with the family business before you venture out to your career? And he joined us about 3 years ago, and it looks like he's not planning to leave the business or the house. So
They keep trying to kick me out, but I just won't go.
We're gonna move out.
That's right. That's right.
So we brought our other son, Andres, and he helped us out with operations. And Giovanni is the business developer for the business. And I have another son in the Dominican Republic who runs the company over there in the Caribbean. So we pretty much a family business, and we turn into a corporation, an international corporation, with the family values up front to give that service that everybody deserves and needs, no matter what size company we give it to. It could be an executive office of one person, or it could be a multinational company that we service them.
I do really appreciate when you tell the history of how you developed this, because it was somewhat what we teach in textbook entrepreneurship. I mean, you really identified the problem. And I love how you talked about we came up with all the solutions to those problems, and that's how we launched our business. And that's what we teach. We teach the most successful entrepreneurs will be those that identify a problem that people are having and provide real solutions. So it's interesting to hear you say that too. And I also think it's interesting that you said we took a chance. It is, launching your own business. There are some risk, and there are some, it is kind of taking a chance. How many times did Claudia say, Mario, you're crazy? Were you called crazy a couple of times?
Every day she still does.
In my sleep.
Well, listen, congratulations, and obviously, it was a calculated risk, and you've done well with that. Kind of tell us again. You started the business in 2015. That's when it actually got started. And
Yes, we registered the company in 2015. We were running a year prior to that, trying to look at the solutions for everything and to build an infrastructure and service minded. So we launched the company in 2015. and we were really afraid. But it paid off. The company grew the first half of the latter half of the year very modest. But 2016 was an explosion. We grew, I think it was 3,000%.
Wow.
Because of what we did, and it brought us to all the different markets that where we are. People were asking us, how do we do the things that we do, and we just told them and said, well, we look at the issues, we fix it, and we put it into place. We start utilizing technology, which is something that in our industry is overlooked. Most people think that you clean with a spray bottle and a rag, but there's technology out there to make things better for everybody. So we start utilizing technology not only for the service, but obviously internally as a company to organize ourselves to have that big corporation mentality per se. And we offer that. We were successful. We grew to the point that opportunities were coming from IRSC to asking us to bring that service to them.
Wow.
And that's how we got with the SBDC to help us out.
Nice.
How to do everything.
Give us a few stats about the current status of the company, number of employees, areas serviced. I mean, how far is your reach internationally?
We service in the U.S. the state of Florida. We have about 120 direct employees, and we have probably another 80 indirect employees, subcontractors, and partners. Internationally, we have about another 100 employees. We do service Florida. We service all the Caribbean. We have an office in Dominican Republic, Mexico, and pretty soon in Jamaica. We exporting the ideas and
Do you need any employees for Jamaica?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I think a radio show from your location in Jamaica. I think that's a good idea.
Another road trip.
That's right. Yeah. Live from Jamaica, it's inside and out maintenance.
There
I
you
like
go. Sure.
So again, you built quite a business. So let's. I'm going to turn to Claudia here. Claudia, give us just a little bit of your background. Mario mentioned you had been in financial services. How did you find your way into getting involved in the family business?
Well, it's free. My services are free.
Well,
just a bit.
That's right. It helps the bottom line, I guess.
It helps out to organize everything and put everything into place when you know the financing aspect on and what you can afford in overhead and insurances. It's not easy to build a business when you don't know it from scratch. You learn the hard way. But, I think I've been supported. We've all been supportive. It was a dream that he wanted to accomplish. And I did think that he was a bit crazy. I want that weekly paycheck.
That's right. Well, you're right.
But
it's tough to give up.
Overall, it's a very, how do I want to say it? It's a pretty organization. It's a nice job. You end up helping other people. You're helping employees. You're opening up the market for people to come and work with you. And
nice.
That everything else is history.
Giovanni, now you have a degree from Indian River State College?
Yes, I took a business academy in Treasure Coast High School, and then I transferred it to IRSC 2 years advanced, and so I got my bachelor's degree in business.
Nice.
All while the business was at its infancy.
All right.
And then my father asked me, hey, why don't you help us out a little bit while you're going to school? And so I started as low as can be. I was a technician, doing all the dirty work, getting all the carpets clean, doing all the handyman issues. And like anybody, to run a business, you got to start from the ground up.
Right.
So we started young. I was a teenager, and now I'm growing. And 4 years later, I've been in the business, and now I'm business development manager.
Yeah, well, what a great background. I mean, so you were with Professor Chapa.
Yes.
In her program.
Yes, I still speak to her today. I use her volunteers for all our other businesses, inside
Nice.
and out, and all our other adventures as well.
Wow. So you moved on to the college. I mean, how did you know that practical experience? You know, there was capstone programs and you know the DECA program. Did all that kind of real world experience help when you went to work for your father in the business?
Yes, I actually grabbed real world experience first, and then when I took the courses, I was like, oh,
yeah.
well, I've already done these.
That's right. So actually, courses kind of were like easy for you at that point.
It was a warm up. It was like, okay, yeah, I've done this already. Let's go ahead and breeze through this and bring it back to the real world. What did
Nice.
help was the financial aspects of schooling. You know, that's something that everybody needs to take when they're about to open a business of their own or enter a new business. Does finance not only help you individually grow, but as a company grow as well?
Yeah, and I gotta ask Claudia too. You know, Mario talked about explosive growth in 2016. You know, for a lot of small companies and small businesses, that's a real turning point. That can either work out well or that can be a disaster. How did you guys handle that kind of explosive growth?
Well, on one hand, I think we level each other out. Mario is the risk taker, and I'm the holdback person. So with that combination, it's perfect because I'd be too afraid to do what he want to do. And then, you know, you put the numbers on place and you say, okay, we can do it this way, we can do it that way. So it works out perfectly with him being the risk taker.
Right. Well, and again, and I know I owned and operated a business, and some of my family was also involved. And you know, Mario, kind of talk about family involvement. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you know, you don't want to work with your family." I kind of felt the other way. You know, I thought it was nice to have my family involved. You know, because we all had the same goal and objective.
Well, I have to say that one of the things that make our company strong is that it's family owned. I know that my family will never do anything against the company. They all pull for the company. They have the ownership feeling of it. When I started, it was just me with probably one or two helpers. And then as the company grew, I started asking them to bring their experience, their business experience or work experience to the company. And I already know I didn't have to interview my wife because I already knew what she was capable of.
Right. No interview or resume required. That's
exactly.
right.
And I couldn't say no to her. So when she came on board, it made the company finances flow easier. And, you know, where I saw obstacles, she saw solutions. And I'm more of a sales operations kind of guy. So I'm, okay, we got to get this done. And I didn't think about the numbers, but she did. Then when I needed more people, I hired my sons to help me out to do jobs. And as they grew professionally, they brought that experience into the company. In the growth was something that wasn't expected, but was very, very well welcome. And what we did was start working with people in the community, people that we knew, people that I knew in the industry, and to come and work with us and help us to manage that growth, because growth is not easy to handle. It's what everybody wants, but it could be very dangerous too if you don't know how to handle it.
That's right. It's definitely a double-edged sword. So tell us, what does inside and out maintenance do? I mean, what does the company offer in terms of services?
Well, we do provide all janitorial and maintenance services inside and out, as the name says. We do everything inside of a property or the outside of the property. We service different industries, medical industry, hospitality industry, executive, commercial, and retail. And we do provide the janitorial service, the floor care service, like a strip and wax or carpet cleaning or floor care, floor polish, marble polish. We do provide bacteria growth prevention. We partner with other companies, and we do mold remediation and water damage restoration. We do landscaping. We do any painting. We do everything that the company, that the client needs at that time, all under one roof. Okay. So you have probably 10 or 15 different vendors into one company.
What are some of your specialty services? I know we kind of talked a little bit about those. Anything you really specialize in that?
Well, besides the janitorial service, where we utilize eco-friendly products, and we utilize microfiber systems where catch probably 50% more of the dust and dirt that you can catch with a regular mopping or broom. And eco-friendly chemicals or materials help the environment too, not only the environment but also the people that works in that office and in that office building. It controls the problem with respiratory issues, or some people are allergic to other stuff. And we not only clean the floor, the walls, and the ceiling, we also clean the ambient, the air that is in the room. That's something that there's systems, and not all companies use it because they're more concerned about having the floor clean or the wall clean. Well, we have developed a system where we can also clean the air. That's pretty much the specialty that we have.
Yeah.
But we also specialize in floor care, marble, granite, carpet, vinyl, all that. We have all the equipment, all the machinery, and all the personnel trained, background, and ready to go for any job there is out there to get done.
Where are you guys located? Where's your kind of your headquarters?
Our main office is here in Port St. Lucie. We're about to move to a bigger place because we outgrew where we are, but we're still here in Port St. Lucie. We have an office in West Palm Beach, an office in Orlando, and we have the 3 international offices in the Dominican Republic, Mexico, and Jamaica.
Wow. How did you hear about the SBDC at IRSC? How did you become engaged with Emily?
Well, as a local company, we take part in local community and in local events like Chamber of Commerce and EDC. We are members of them. And obviously, we got to know everybody in the business community here. And Emily was part, or it is part of the Chamber of Commerce. We talked a little bit, and I told her about my crazy ideas of going to internationally, and she says, well, I can help you. Maybe we should sit down and have a conversation. And I did, and it opened a world of opportunities. The knowledge that I got from her is something that I still use today. And the contacts and the doors that opened because of her, it helped us be who we are today, too.
And talk a little bit about the international work that you prior to meeting Emily, you were thinking about it, but you hadn't kind of pulled the trigger on international work at that point. And
yes, with my past work experience, I had the opportunity to do work in the Caribbean, and I saw the opportunity there, and I figured that if I can bring the infrastructure and the logistics that we created here over there,
nice.
I knew it was going to work. Mm-hmm. And she helped me to understand the different culture, economic culture, political culture, work ethics culture, and what to expect. And she was not wrong. There were some really rough times, difficult moments, but when you know what you're getting yourself into, you prepare with your plan B into how to solve that solution. And then you usually go back to her every time I have a question about how to solve the
How much
situation.
more are you planning to expand down in the Caribbean?
Well, I told my wife that I was going to conquer the world, and I'm already down to 3 countries, so I have 193 to go.
I'm thinking that I think she's going to call you crazy again.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. The expansion internationally. I mean, that was part of that growth of your business? I mean, really a significant part of the growth that
the greater growth was here locally in Florida, but I have to say that internationally we grew very strong in the first 2 years, and we keep growing to the point that they are asking us to go to different venues, different parts, because we work with big resorts and hotels in the Caribbean, and they all usually based in different islands. They have different parts. So one talks to the other and say, well, who is the one who restore your glass door in your shower? Who's the one who polished your marble? Who's the one who did the carpet cleaning? And then they start calling us, can you come here and get the job done for us too? Because in those countries, they don't have the technology and the infrastructure that we have here as a company to do it over there. So we brought all that over there, and they're really happy with the service and what we have done.
Giovanni, I want to ask first. You didn't take my entrepreneurship class, did you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
He was smart.
Yeah. You really missed a great class, Giovanni. Talk a little bit about young people. I mean, young people. I tell the story all the time in my entrepreneurship class when I teach it. If I had gone home to my parents and said I'm going to major in entrepreneurship, they'd have probably stopped paying for my college. But young people like yourself, I mean, you have a healthy understanding of entrepreneurship and what it can mean and what it can mean for you personally. Talk a little bit about bringing that that kind of vision and insight into your father's business.
Sure. Well, a lot of young people have their ideas of starting their own business, whether it be mowing grass or washing cars, things like that. Everybody has their own ideas, but the things to putting into practice. So to push through it, getting all the information, putting it into practice, talking to people, getting connections, those kind of things help starting a business or even learning about how to start a business. So I've been fortunate to go through this process, getting my education, working with family, working in the higher ups, and then eventually starting my own businesses as well, with an indoor sports complex that we opened here in Port St. Lucie, and working as well with inside and out maintenance in the Caribbean as well. So it's just about the hard work, the ethic that people need to understand, and the knowledge that one needs to open up their own business.
Yeah, I mean, for it really is a great opportunity for a young person like yourself. I mean, to have kind of seen and learn maybe from some of the hurdles that your parents had, and you can learn from those. Is that part of what's nice about working kind of in the family business and seeing it grow like this?
Definitely. It's not a safety net. Once you learn with the family business, it's on the family business. So if you mess up or something doesn't go right, it's hurting the family.
well, you got to hear about it too at night.
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
Not just during the day.
It's not that easy as it goes, but definitely it's a good experience, a fun experience, and we always keep it family orientated. So every time someone calls our office number, it's not getting a receptionist or anything. They're always reaching a family member.
And now, Claudia, I worked with my wife in our business for about 16, 17 years. I tell folks all the time that we'd put in our 10-hour day, and then I couldn't wait to just get home and relax and talk about the business for another 4 hours. Yes, with my wife. I mean, how do you and Mario kind of separate that? When you go home, do you turn it all off or?
No, it never turns off.
We didn't either. So
No. I'm sorry to disappoint. No, it doesn't turn off. But, it's nice because this is something that we're sharing together, something that we can grow old with together, something that we can say, look, not only did we build a family, but we also did the business together. So it's something not a lot of people get the privilege to say something like that.
That's
so
a great way.
it's nice.
Great way to put it. Nice way. Talk a little bit about Claudia from your aspect. Talk about the award. Did I'm sure it was a little bit of a surprise, but talk about kind of hitting a milestone where you think maybe we've done some things right when you got the award.
Well, I like to say that it's going to be the first milestone of many. But it was a privilege. It was really an honor. And something that I can say that I'm very proud of my husband, that he accomplished something that a lot of people would like to. Expanding out to the Caribbean, sharing this with the family, and sharing it with employees because, what makes our company is the employees.
Right.
So they're
Good
they're the number one people who we have to really thank because they're the ones who've been sticking it out and really, really been there.
And Mario, as we kind of wrap up here, you really have. This is one of those examples of where you really built this thing from the ground up. I mean, it wasn't one piece of technology that you launched or something. I mean, you really built this piece by piece. I mean, kind of what's your advice? Give us that 1 minute advice for that aspiring entrepreneur that looks at you and says, wow, that's what I want to achieve.
Well, it all comes to finding a solution to a problem. And that's the thing that everybody needs to look into. You can't copy somebody else's achievement, or you can look for your own. If you find a problem to a solution, you'll have a whole world of opportunities for you to come along. And if you organize yourself and you surround yourself with successful people and with people with knowledge, and you have the guts to take the risk, you will not regret it. I mean, there are difficult moments, but at the end of the day, when you look back, you're happy and proud of what was built.
Nice. Well, listen, I cannot thank you guys enough for taking time out this evening to come up, talk to us about inside and out maintenance. You've just done an incredible job as a family, building an incredible business. The growth and expansion and international growth that you've had, really, you're an example for a lot of other businesses out there. So congratulations on the award, and look forward to continually partnering with you at the SBDC. Don't keep using those services.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
And with that, we will bring to close another segment of Startup Talk. I want to thank our guest tonight, Melanie George from IRSC and the Cassetti family, Inside and Out Maintenance. And remind everyone you can find out more about our programs by visiting that irscbiz.com. And with that, I want to thank our partners and friends here at WPSL and WSTU and WPSL TV. And with that, we'll talk to you next Thursday evening on Startup Talk.
You've been listening to Startup Talk on WPSL Port St. Lucie, WPSL.com, webcaster to the world, on Alexa and Google Home.